Hey everyone, welcome to our VeeamON session all about Microsoft Entra ID. So today we're going to talk to you about all the ways you can back up any way you want with Microsoft Entra ID with Veeam. So I'm Colin Hanks, your product marketing manager for Microsoft Entra ID. I'd like to introduce Julia Morgado. Julia, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Julia. I'm a global technologist in the product strategy team at Veeam, and we're here with Corinne as well.
Hi, Corinne Bissett. I am a technologist as well as a Microsoft 365 lead and a Microsoft MVP.
Thank you both for joining, and we're going to take you through today, everybody, through how we can help you for Microsoft Entra ID at Veeam. So let's get started. So today we're going to walk through some reasons why you should be backing up Microsoft Entra ID, and then we're going to talk through our solutions that we have available for Entra ID. From our software solution, Veeam Backup from Microsoft Entra ID, all the way to our latest solution that just went live this week, you guys, Veeam Data Cloud for Microsoft Entra ID. So we're very excited to bring this to market, and let's jump in. To take us through our shared responsibility model, I'm going to hand it over to Corinne. Corinne, you want to take it away?
Thank you, Colin. Yes, the Microsoft 365 shared responsibility model covers their software as a service offering for what they are responsible for in any type of relationship and what you are responsible as the customer in that relationship. We enter these IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS offerings in order to give up some of that control and lessen the load on our IT department and be able to scale out at a larger rate. But you do still have some responsibility, even in these software as a service models. Whenever entering a software as a service offering, Microsoft, takes care of the underlying infrastructure, the first stage recycling bins, and the application layer. But the responsibility shifts at the access server. They're responsible for making sure that access server is available, but anything that comes in through that access server that is legitimate traffic or seemingly legitimate traffic, then have the access to your environment and unfiltered control. So you're still responsible for making sure anything that's still offered and accessed through that method is within your responsibility.
Awesome. Thanks, Corinne. Now let's get into really what are some of the really big points we want to highlight regarding our concern of being able to protect Microsoft Entra ID. Julia, you want to take us through some of this?
Yes, so there are so many attacks going on, and identity access management is, the front door to all your environment. You need to be aware of that, and it's not just about attacks like ransomware attacks. There are human errors, misconfigurations, deletions, outages, and the recycle bin from Microsoft does not save you because it's only a short period of time. You really need backups for that, and you need to treat your identity access management as same way as you treat your VMs, your databases, your file systems. You need to back them up and have, granular restore everything like you treat all your other workloads.
Absolutely. And honestly, that 600 million attacks on Entra ID daily is scary, but knowing that there's human errors and recycle bin limitations, there's also a major issue. So let's talk about the foundation of your zero trust strategy. Julie, you want to tell us more about this?
Yes, so your zero trust strategy is only as strong as, your backups and the system that you have in place. And that's why it's important that you have good tools for your backups. We just talked that, this recycle bin is not enough. So you need to have good products for your backups and regular restore, full schedule backups, long-term retention, and Veeam can help with all of that. We're going to go over a little bit of Veeam Backup for Entra ID, which is a great product that we have.
Awesome. So we've talked to you guys a little bit about like the cybersecurity threats, the human errors that can occur, as well as the Microsoft shared responsibility model that you might have heard about even from our M365 products. But now let's talk about the solutions that we are able to offer you for Microsoft Entra ID itself. So Julia, do you want to take us through some of the options that we have available?
Yeah, so we give you a lot of flexibility. You have three options here. You have the self-managed, so just the software, and you can backup and restore a lot of things. And you have, if you want to do it yourself, you can is our best solution. It's a more streamlined model, and you can fully manage it yourself. And if you want to have a partner managing it for you. We have our VDP for VCSP, and they will manage for you. But everything is backing up your Entra ID objects, and you will give you the flexibility that you want. I think this is the most powerful thing that you can have for your Veeam backup for Entra ID.
To pile on to what you said, Julia, this is sort of leaning back to the shared responsibility model that we were talking about earlier. What level of responsibility do you want to have for your backup infrastructure? Would you like to have complete control over your infrastructure, your security, your components, your configuration, and your data? Or would you like to lift and shift some of that control to an additional platform that already takes care of a lot of that backend security and creates a privilege separation for permissions, so you're not really having both access by your main environment, which helps in that whole zero trust conversation where you're putting some of the control over here, you have control over your data and your management, and your data is still there at the end of the day.
Awesome. Thank you both. So let's dive into Veeam Backup for Microsoft Entra ID, our software solution. So the three main areas that we want to focus on around this product are really around our accelerated change detection, giving you the ability to identify changes when restoring your data so that you're able to meet those security and compliance requirements. So no matter what, when you're uploading, restoring your information, you're able to take a look at that and make sure that everything's correct before a full restore is complete. You also have simplified governance, risk, and compliance. So being able to reduce that risk and stay compliant through the automated backup processes that both Julia and Corinne had mentioned, and unlocking those cost-effective log storage really helps, especially in today's modern infrastructures. And then again, with our rapidly ability to restore your business. So being able to bring your business online quickly by pinpointing broken or missing app registrations allows you to be able to restore everything you need at a very quick pace. Julia,
If I may add, yeah, I
anything
wanted
to add?
to add is accelerated change detection is a very powerful tool that we have. You can compare what's in your backup, your restore points to what's in production. And that gives you the ability to see, oh, something happened here. Someone accidentally changed something or, on purpose. And it's really important, like you said, for compliance as well. So, and a lot of other vendors in the market don't have this ability. So it's very powerful here.
Absolutely. And also with our Veeam backup for Microsoft Entra ID, you're able to utilize your Veeam Universal License to protect Microsoft Entra ID within our most powerful platform that we've had to date, Veeam Data Platform. So this one has definitely helped us. So with our most recent release with 12.3 back in December, we introduced Entra ID into this product. So again, giving those full capabilities that we just talked about in our software solution, now in Veeam Data Platform. So like Julia said, with the accelerated change detection, the simplified governance and risk, as well as the rapid restores, all get added into this solution so that you have that plus innovative cyber resilience, as well as the ability to evolve your enterprise. Corinne, Julia, anything you would add here?
I'm just super excited. This is one of the parts of the platform that I know is one of my number one requested. I work mostly with the Microsoft 365, and this just kind of goes hand in hand your users aren't usually the only things, or your email's not the only thing that gets mishandled when you have any kind of incident in your organization.
And it's worth mentioning that if you're using Microsoft M365, you have an Entra ID tenant, so you need to protect those as well.
100%. And that's something that we're really excited to bring because we know that a lot of organizations don't give you that ability to protect both M365 and Entra IDs. So us being able to introduce this product into the market really helps to give our customers a more holistic data protection approach to their Microsoft environment. So it's a really exciting time. So let's talk about our newest solution that just went live beginning of April, Veeam Data Cloud for Microsoft Entra ID. So this is our newest software as a service solution that we have available. We're very excited to bring this to market. So this will give you the ability to kind of take that complexity out of data protection for your Entra ID tenant from a software perspective, giving you that as a service model that Julia mentioned earlier. So you're able to kind of offload that maintenance, those security fixes, bug fixes to professionals, and you can just really focus on the backups and restore capabilities that you're concerned about. So really the main 3 points we want to showcase to you guys today really is around that proactive protection. So again, giving that visibility and control to ensure you have business continuity, security, and compliance through that accelerated change detection that we just talked about. Having those effortless recovery abilities through our granular restore options and forensic capabilities so that you're able to quickly restore with speed and reliability, knowing that what you're restoring is what you actually, the information and data that you actually want. And then again, everything is included. So with this service, you not only get the software, you get the infrastructure, as well as unlimited storage capabilities all in one SaaS solution. So we're really excited to bring this to market. Anything you would like to add, Julia, Corinne, on this new offering that we have available?
We're just excited. Corinne is going to show us how easy and simple it is. Just a few clicks, and you can protect all your Entra ID objects in your tenant. And for people that don't have in-house personnel or don't have a lot of time to manage that, this solution is perfect for you.
Absolutely. So let's take a dive into it, Corinne. You want to jump in there?
Absolutely. And I wanted to tee off the thing that I'm really excited about is that we're inside of a new interface, and you'll see a lot more of this coming around at VeeamON itself. This is a sneak peek via the recording. Definitely keep an eye out the keynote. We have some breakout sessions on this, but there's a little bit of an Easter egg going on here if you pay close enough attention to this portal. So let's double click in on the Entra ID side. And as you can see, if you have multiple tenants, you can actually add all of these tenants into the same interface so you can manage across multi-tenant infrastructures. And as soon as I click into any one of these tenants, you get a big picture view of, am I protected or am I not protected, with this shield on the left-hand side. And if you move over to the right-hand side, you can see all of the different types of objects that are protected inside of this portal, how many there are, and what portion of that's taking up your protection cycles. As I can see here, I have over 119 roles in the organization. That can seem like a lot, but most organizations have many, many more than that in their organization that do need to be protected, and they change ad users and can have all kinds of objects modified over time and micro permissions that you want to keep track of. Once we move beyond that, we can either take a look at the objects themselves, or we can even take a look at the Entra ID logs. Entra ID logs have a very short cycle within inside the Microsoft 365 environment, meaning if you're not backing these up, you're going to end up losing your older audit logs within a matter of months in that cycle. So we can simply click on any one of these and download or view those logs. If we need to access or modify any one of our objects, we simply click on the Objects tab over to what we're looking for, and this could be administrative units, Or applications. Applications tend to be one of our top pulls on the backup and restore side. We'll go through and we know we're supposed to clean up that environment, but all of a sudden we've deleted an application and someone's not able to access an application or enterprise grade software because this application can no longer authenticate with the environment. And being able to bring these back quickly can be the difference between having your entire infrastructure down, your authentication down, or being back up and running and productive in those environments. We also have a very quick view of any type of sessions, which are your backup history. And then restore sessions, which are going to be anytime you come in here and perform a restore operation, you're going to get a detailed list of who performed that, when they performed that, and a listed reason. Now, this reason is not a validated box, but you can use it for any type of audit trail saying, hey, if you're doing a restore, you better copy and paste in the ticket number you're working off of. Otherwise, you may have some issues in your environment or with your job and role. We can take a look at any of the information from there. And I'll go ahead and pass it back to you, Colin.
One thing I love that Corinne mentioned on that demo was that really talking about that one unified UI. And this is really awesome for us because moving forward with Veeam Data Cloud, all workloads are going to be added into this so that no matter what, any workload that you add into your Veeam Data Cloud solution, you'll be able to see everything from one platform. You will not have to go to multiple platforms, but you're able to see it all in one place, giving you a much easier way to manage your entire infrastructure, which is amazing. And we're really excited to talk about this. And like Corinne said, stay tuned for more at VeeamON as we have a huge splash coming for more details.
And if you want to see the walkthrough, we have on the website, veeam.com, just put Entra ID SaaS, and you can do the walkthrough step by step and the restoration. So yeah, you can see it for yourself.
Absolutely. And as always, you know, with Entra ID, we know that there are potential cyber threats. We know that human error is a large component of that, especially with misconfigurations and deletions, as well as recycle bins. So knowing that something inevitably could go wrong with Entra ID, know that Data Resilience with Veeam has your back and that we are here to protect you with our multitude of solutions available. So we're really excited about this, and we hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. And I'd like to give a huge thanks to Julia and Corinne for joining me today. But stay tuned for more as we bring out more this year in 2025. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.